I have found myself in Elmwood Hall with Heather from Pale Waves. It's great to meet you finally. Sold out Elmwood Hall. Tell us, how's that feel?
Amazing. I love Belfast, so to be able to come and play a sold out show. They're always a bit rowdy as well, which is good. And the Scottish crowd's very similar.
Yeah, it must be like a Celtic thing. What about the Welsh? How are they?
Only ever played there once, and it was a bit dry.
So how have you found Belfast so far? Because you've been here a few times now. Have you had a chance to explore the city?
Yeah, I've been shopping a few times here. Our tour manager is from here, so he was showing us around. We went to this amazing curry place as well.
Then do you eat all that really hot, spicy food?
I don't like it too spicy.
So speaking of spicy, Lucas, boom, boom, the new album. Tell us about the new album.
I mean, the album's just like 14 tracks that is just about my life and what goes on in my head. You know, we've got songs that we wrote at the start of Pale Waves, and then half of it we wrote in the studio, well, sort of like panicking, finishing the album. But yeah, it's been a long time coming, and now it's finally here. It's really surreal and strange to have an album out.
Because you, as a musician, you've been playing the guitar since you were a child. Is that true?
Yeah, that's correct. Since really young, my dad played guitar, and he was like, "Hey, we should play guitar together." So that's why I started it.
So did he teach you? Like, was it musically? Did he teach you, or was it just you just lifted and cracked on?
It was kind of like I had a guitar teacher as well, and I had guitar lessons in school, and obviously my dad taught me, but I've definitely overtaken him now.
When did you start singing then?
As soon as I started playing guitar. I wasn't very good though at all. I just sort of I got better as the years went on. And
then you ended up in college, and that's where you met your amazing drummer.
Yeah, me and Kira met when we went to university in Manchester. We just became best friends. Like after like a day or two, we knew everything about each other, and we knew that we needed to write music together.
That's incredible. It must be very strange, you know, when you have that connection with someone, and it's almost like you know.
Yeah, definitely. Like I've never had that feeling before. I've never connected with a friend like I did with Kira.
When you play together and your music, there is a very togetherness with it. It's complete. And when you get that, that's quite rare, isn't it?
Yeah, like the music is very, well, it's just me and Kira. Me and Kira do all the writing. So I write the songs and the guitar parts, and then she writes everything else. So it's very like a joint partnership.
Tell us then the new album, because you'd released some songs before that, and now you have the album, and there's so much hype about this album. I love how you capture 18.
Yeah, 18 is really fun to play live as well. That's been going down really, really great live. I guess it's just a chorus that everyone just wants to scream. Yeah. And they do. On
the album, what would be your personal favourite song?
Probably Carl, because that's like the most emo song ever.
There's something very poignant because unfortunately I've had a set of circumstances like yourself, and I lost my brother in the same way, and it was just how you articulated that. Yeah. Is it painful to perform that, Heather, or is it cathartic?
I've only performed it a few times, and they were at like acoustic in stores, and it's just it's like an unsettling feeling. Like it is very odd, but I can see how it affects other people, and that makes me feel better about playing it. But your mind was beautiful, unusual, so lovable. But you were beautiful, unusual, so lovable. I wonder what it's like to die.
It's actually very hopeful, and it's almost like it's okay. There's like a release with it.
Yeah, no, that's what I wanted. I mean, I wrote that song in like a few hours and didn't really change anything about it, because I just wanted it to be as real as it possibly could be.
So the future, what do you think? Are you going to America? What's happening?
We've been to America a few times. We're going to do some European dates, and then we're going to America. And that takes us to like mid-December. Then we have a break. And then we're coming back here with 75, so that's going to be fun. Monday,
you're going to be in Dublin.
Yeah.
That's going to be good crack.
Yeah, it was, I mean, the crowd last time was mental. I had this one girl who just was like, I will marry you. I will. She got down on one knee and everything. She got a ring. I was like, whoa. Oh,
But she'll be there. She'll be in the front row.
she defo will be.
She will be.
Yeah.
There's something quite quirky about how people behave, isn't there?
Yeah, and it makes me laugh. Like my photographer, who's always like, "You're just always laughing," and I'm like, "They're just so funny. Like they get so like buzzed by it, and it just makes me giggle."
And that must be really, encouraging and enthusiastic for you when you're on stage to just really give it well either.
Yeah, definitely, because like they seem so excited, so that makes me excited.
You're going to be back here again in January with the brilliant 1975 and No Rome. How good are they?
I know, yeah. No Rome's amazing. Like I heard some of his music at the very start before like anything came out, and he's just got it, hasn't he?
This is a dream concert.
Like our manager was just like, "This is a great lineup. People are going to be buzzing."
They are. Well, look, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Take care.